Good morning, foodies. I just got out of bed. I've been up for about an hour, but I was laying in bed because I wasn't quite ready to acknowledge that I was getting up just yet. So now I'm gonna go have breakfast and get my day started early so I can just get stuff done. Somebody knows that I'm awake. Tiffany, Mama, what do you want? What are you doing? Come on. No, come on. Yeah, good morning, sunshine. It's a really pretty morning, just a little cool, so I'm not going to actually open the door and step outside just yet. It's probably in the 40s right about now. Alright guys, let's go see what I'm going to have for breakfast. I got my banana bags going. I have 2 ripe ones left, and Justin just picked me up 3 more bunches. I had him pick up ones that were starting to get ripe for me so I could have those in a couple of days, and then some green ones to ripen throughout the week. I used to get like a box of bananas, but then I don't have a ton of room in my freezer, so I just have him get me like 2 to 3 bunches, a couple times a week, and then they ripen up perfectly, and I don't have to worry about squishy bananas or having to use them real fast or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to do kind of like a little taste test for you right now for my breakfast, actually. At least part of it. So I got this in the mail the other day, maca powder. I got the raw maca powder to try first. You can get raw maca powder or gelatinized, and gelatinized has nothing to do with gelatin. It's just a process where they cook it, and it's more digestible when it's gelatinized. Sorry, I'm still waking up. But you get less nutrients because it kills the enzymes when it's gelatinized. So if you have a sensitive stomach, they suggest getting the gelatinized one, and if you don't, you can get the raw one. And I do have a little bit of a sensitive stomach, but I wanted to try this one first to see if I could get all the full benefits from it first. Some of the benefits are balancing hormones and energy. And this is kind of like Tiffany. Sorry, she's messing around now because she wants to be fed, but I'm soaking her bowl so I can wash it so I can feed her. And when she's not fed, when she wants to be fed, she goes around on the floor and starts, anyways, she's doing it because she knows it's going to get my attention. A more organized video on maca would be better, but I'm not an expert by any means. I just started reading about it and watched some videos about it, and it seemed like it would have some good benefits for me, so I've been giving it a try. They do suggest to start off with 1 teaspoon and work your way up to 3 teaspoons a day, or 1 tablespoon a day, depending on your needs. And apparently maca is something you kind of either love or you don't. Well, for the last 2 days I've had it in smoothies. Day 1, and the smoothies, okay, let me tell you, the smoothies had either almond milk or soy milk and water, bananas, oats, and my pea protein powder in it. And then the first day I put 1 teaspoon of maca, and it actually, I barely tasted it. And then the second day I put in another teaspoon, and I don't taste like a, wow, so that's what maca tastes like flavor. I just tasted like it kind of covered the flavor of the protein powder, which wasn't a bad flavor to me to begin with, but it was kind of cool that it kind of masks some flavors. And when you smell it, it has a it's very strong. It's kind of an intense smell of like a roasted nut, almost like a roasted nut nougat candy bar caramely kind of smell to it to me. I haven't tasted it by itself yet, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to my little blender cup, and I'm going to put in some almond milk, and then I'm going to start out with 1 teaspoon and work my way up to possibly 3 teaspoons and let you know what it tastes like in something a little bit more plain. I don't want to do just water. I want to have a little bit of cover of the almond milk. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so I just shook it up pretty good. This is 1 teaspoon, and the reason I'm going to try it plain is because, and I put 10 ounces of almond milk in here. The reason I'm going to try it plain first is because what if I have like a quick day where I want the benefits of the maca, but I don't have time to make a smoothie, or it's one of those days where I don't feel like a smoothie, I feel like oatmeal, or I bake something, or whatever the case might be. So wish me luck. I can already smell it with 1 teaspoon in there. 1 teaspoon is doable. I don't know how to describe the flavor, but I'm kind of afraid that drinking it plain with more than 1 or 2 teaspoons might be a little bit too much. So I'm going to add in my 2nd teaspoon, give it another good shake up, and see if that's manageable. And once I work my way up to the 3rd and final teaspoon, if it's not very palatable, I will go ahead and toss it in either my Vitamix or my NutriBullet and add in those bananas and all the other stuff that I normally eat, so that way I can actually eat it, because I am not going to waste this stuff. I picked out this brand because it's a brand that I know. It's organic. He gets the maca root from Peru, which is where it's typically grown in the Andes in Peru. And he states on there that he gets the best quality that he can get, and this wasn't too bad of a price. This was 1 pound for basically $14 for 1 pound. And I've seen it super low, and that to me kind of means that it's probably not as good of a quality. And I've seen it twice as much of this, which is supposed to be like the best stuff. So I guess I'm going with the middle of the road. I don't know. This says it's good quality and all that good stuff. So I just don't want to pay more for something and it not really be a whole lot better than the stuff that's less expensive. So maybe one day after I've figured out if maca is going to be my thing, maybe I will try a more expensive company. But if this one works out and I don't mind the flavor, then I'll just stick with that and save my money. All right, let me get this shooken up, and then I'll give you the review on 2 teaspoons. All right, here we go. Oh. It is a stronger smell now. If I can't get past 2 teaspoons, I'm not gonna do the 3rd teaspoon, because quite honestly, the smell of the 2 teaspoons in the almond milk does not smell good. So I'm thinking it's gonna need to be consumed in a smoothie. Whew, okay. It doesn't taste as bad as it smells, which sucks because, you know, once you get that smell, like, in your head, I'm one of those people, like, when I smell something, I'm going to taste it that way. So when I add the 3rd teaspoon, which I actually am going to do, I'm not going to smell it first, that's for sure. But I think I will still probably go ahead and make a real smoothie out of this. Oh man, I look terrible. I just got out of bed though. Since when do I care, right? I'm probably gonna just go ahead and make a smoothie out of this so it doesn't taste bad. Especially since this is the 3 teaspoons now, which is 1 tablespoon. Not going to smell this. This has 3 teaspoons in it. Smelling it out of the bag is intense, and for some reason adding it to the almond milk does something to the smell of it, which is not very favorable for me. But like I said, in a smoothie, it's totally fine. I actually enjoy it. It's weird, like, it's not a very strong flavor, but there's a background, like a smokiness or something that, I don't know if you've ever eaten foods, and even if you're not smelling the food while you're eating it, it kind of like gets into your nasal cavity. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, the flavor is good, but then it has this after smell that's kind of smoky that kind of like gets in my nasal cavities, and I'm not really enjoying that sensation. I don't know how else to describe it. The flavor is fine, the smell is not very exciting. I think I'll actually just blend it up with like 1 banana to get it down and get something in my system. But then I've got to go run some errands, and sometimes I don't like to be super full when I'm going and running errands, and to be quite honest, I'm probably going to go to Target, and Target equals Starbucks and Oprah chai tea. I don't want to be too full to have my Oprah chai tea because I really enjoy those, and I've been using the gift card from Chicky. And I'm going to end now because I keep doing the thing and it's really bothering me at this point. And it shouldn't, because I do it all the time. So I'm going to end this for now. I'm going to go ahead and make a smoothie, and then I'm going to get ready, and we are going to go to Target. Real quick before I go get ready to go, I finished my
antibiotics yesterday, so I'm going to start taking my probiotics, and I just had my smoothie, and you are supposed to, where is it? Take one before a meal or sprinkle on food prior to consumption, so I may have to wait until the next meal. I thought I saw with or before meals, with or before. So, you know what, I think I'll actually go ahead and start it, because it does say with, so, I don't know, at least get one in my system, maybe, to see if that helps. At least get it started. This is what they, sorry, my arm got tired. Okay, this is what they look like. It's a little capsule, so you actually could open it up and sprinkle it on your food if you wanted to. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these, and this is about a month's supply, and so I'll let you know if I remember how I feel after a month.
Hey y'all, just real quick, I got my Hoorah order in, and I did film like a little unboxing type thingy, so I'm not sure when that's going to be up. But what it comes wrapped in is this like almost like paper bag, and all it had on it was a little bit of tape. So I'm going to remove the tape, throw that away, and then I can recycle this. So just because something has tape or whatever on it, just remove the stuff that's not recyclable so you can at least recycle at least most of it. Soaking up some vitamin D. I love you. Yeah, my prettiest girl. Tiffany, say bye-bye. No. What are you doing, Mama? You want to play now? Yeah. You enjoying the sunshine after breakfast? Aw. Hey, Mommy's gotta go. Okay. Sunshine. Okay, we are on our way to Target right now. I just need to pick up two things. So hopefully that's all I come out with. I need to get a little envelope to send something, and then I need to get some dryer sheets. I had been trying just using vinegar on like a washcloth and doing that with our load, and it worked okay, but this last time, and I think especially since it's winter time, when I was folding the shirts to take home from the laundromat, you could literally hear the static on it. Like it was crackling. It was so bad. So unfortunately, that's not going to work out because I don't really need to add any static electricity into my life. We've got enough of it as it is. So I'm going to pick up another box of dryer sheets. If anybody has any suggestions on what I can use besides dryer sheets and besides the vinegar, since the vinegar is not really working out, please leave them in the comment section below. I want to get away from dryer sheets just because it's added chemicals onto your clothes that you don't need. And some dryer sheets leave like a layer of stuff on your clothes, which I don't really like. I am going to buy a little bit more expensive dryer sheet. I'm going to go ahead and get the 7th generation brand. I'm pretty sure Target has it. And I have seen online where there's like these sheets that you can buy. Whoa, there goes a deer! Oh, poor baby. He's running like his life depends on it, and he's in the city, so it probably does. Oh, I'm really sad. He's just running so hard and so fast. Poor thing. He needs to go find some wooded areas. And that's getting scarce around here, which is really freaking sad. There are these dryer sheets that I've seen like on Amazon or something that you're supposed to be able to use each sheet like multiple times before you have to get rid of it. So I'm gonna look into that. But again, if you guys have any suggestions for specifically homemade dryer sheets, that would be fantastic. Again, the vinegar thing didn't work for me. I don't know if there's a vegan version of like the wool dryer balls. I haven't found a vegan version of that yet. I know there's these other plastic balls that you can throw in there that are supposed to help, but I want, if anybody has any suggestions of something that they have tried and it's actually worked and they've, you know, used it over months or years or whatever the case might be, please leave that below or link me to a website or anything, because like I said, I'm, you know, still trying to go as reusable as possible and waste as little as possible. All right, guys, we're about to pull up. Like anything was possible, hit cruise control. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. I don't see the 7th generation dryer sheets. Boogers. So I guess they don't have it. I'm not gonna go to another store. I might try to just order something online, see if I can get 2-day shipping on it, because I don't want to buy that other stuff. So I decided to look down a different aisle, and they have that Honest dryer cloths and the Myers. They're more expensive, but I'll probably just get one of these. There's a bird on the ground right there, and then right up there in the tree there's a squirrel that keeps twitching his tail. Oh, he's coming down the tree. Sometimes the birds and the squirrels play together, more so on like the power lines. It's kind of cute. Looks like the squirrel's got something. He's like, don't dig my nuts. And this poor bird, I was walking up on him when I was coming out of my car, and he has some little berry or something in his mouth, and I kept disturbing him, so he kept flying further and further away. Looks like he's good now, though. So real quick before I talk about this stuff, I purchased everything, started walking out the door, and realized that I had left my chai tea in an aisle, but luckily it was only a matter of a couple of minutes. I ran back and got it, and it's still there, and it was like 3/4 of the way full, so that would have been a huge bummer. Okay, so I went with the Honest dryer cloths, plant-based fabric softener, and anti-static cloth. So there's 64 cloths in here. Just kidding, I read that wrong. So there's 32 reusable cloths in here, good for 64 loads. Each cloth is good for 2 loads. We do rather large loads, so I might actually have to put 2 per load. Use toss single cloth into dryer, pile in the clothes, reseal pouch. For freshness, use cloth up to 2 times. We do rather large loads because we do 1 load a week, so I might have to use 2, but I will go ahead and try 1 and see if that helps. Here's all the little info on the back of the package. So this is probably the lesser of the evils of the dryer sheets. It is biodegradable. Let's see. Will biodegrade and compost. Okay, but I don't have a compost pile, and I don't have like a composting facility that I use yet. I have some stuff saved that I'm researching to see if they will take, you know, just regular people's stuff for composting, or if it's more of a commercial thing. But this is at least an option that's going to be like a dryer sheet. I have not tried them yet, so I don't know how well they work, but they can be used twice and they're biodegradable. So it's a better option than the use once and toss kind of one. So wish me luck. I will let you guys know how well these work, and then I'm also going to look online for another reusable kind that you're supposed to be able to use the cloth multiple times before you have to get rid of it. But again, please, 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 if any of you have like a tried and true dryer sheet, homemade dryer sheet type of thing that you can use at home, that's not one that you buy and one that you have to dispose of, but one that you can just keep using over and over again, whatever the case might be, please let me know in the comments below, because this is one of those things that I'm struggling to find a solution for. So, alright, enough of that. Alright guys, there are my bag of goodies. I got 2 packages to send off and 2 letter/card thingies to send off. So let's go to the post office and spread some love. Alright guys, I just got back from the post office. Everything sent off without a hitch. I wanted something really quick to eat. Don't mind the blueberry stains on here. Couldn't think of anything, and then I saw I still had my block of this tofu from Trader Joe's, so I'm gonna slice up a piece of it. I wonder if this is even in focus. Hopefully. I'm gonna slice up some of it, season it somehow, cook it up in a pan, and make a sandwich out of it. I just don't know what's what. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it. I just know that I'm really hungry and I need something a little bit more substantial. Alright, let's see what I'm gonna do. Hey foodies, so I'm just sauteing some bell pepper and onion in some water, and I'm going to season it. I might just season it with salt and pepper. I'm not sure. And then I have the tofu block kind of pressed right now, but that tofu comes like vacuum sealed, so there's not a ton of moisture in it. And then I think I might just put a little bit of balsamic vinegar on that, just for a little added flavor to it. And then after the bell pepper and onion are super soft, I'm going to pan saute the tofu real quick, and then I'm going to make a sandwich out of it, and then I'm going to relax. Alright, so let's see what I come up with. Fear not, it is not burning, it is caramelizing, and it smells good, so I'm going to add just a touch more water. And like you would traditionally do, you just scrape up all the good bits with the water. It's like a fond, is what I believe it would still be called, even though I didn't use any fat to make it. I don't think that has anything to do with it. So I'm just going to stir this around, probably add a little bit more water, let these wilt down a little bit more, scrape up more of the goodness, and then move on to the tofu. They came out beautiful. So this was literally just a water saute, and look at all that good color that I got. Again, just add a little more water, and you can scrape up all the good bits. I already turned the heat off, so I don't want to add more water because I'm not going to be able to saute it out. Time to prep the tofu.
Alright, I still didn't think about exactly what I was going to do. I think I will just grab the balsamic. You can tell not a lot of liquid came off. It only sat there for like 10 or 15 minutes. Trying to decide how big, there we go, how big I want. I don't know if I should slice it this way, because then it'll kind of hang off the bun. But if I slice it the other way, then I'm going to have to put multiple pieces on, and it'll stack funny. So I think we'll just do it this way. And for this slice, I'm going to keep it at about a quarter, somewhere between a quarter of an inch and a half an inch. Probably closer to a half an inch. I think that's a good size right there. That's going to just go on a hamburger bun with all those veggies. And then the rest of this bad boy needs to go into a container so I can save it for next time. So all I got is a plastic container for this, but that's alright. It's reusable, right? And I've actually not used the Trader Joe's brand of tofu before. The extra firm. I just ate a piece. It's really firm. That's a good texture. I don't know if you guys have tried this. It's the organic, like super extra firm, whatever stuff, and the cryovac packing. So my husband cleaned up the other day, and I can't find the damn balsamic vinegar. I found one. I know we had another one somewhere. I could have sworn. I know we have another one. It's like a thicker. This is what I found right now. Like a fancier one, and it's thicker. Okay, well, I'm super thankful that he cleaned up up the other day. I'm just a little bummed that I cannot find the balsamic vinegar I'm looking for. It was a thicker, fancier one. Oh, my neighbors. That was aged, so it was thicker. I know I keep saying that. But I have this one. Just a regular good old balsamic vinegar from Trader Joe's. So I'm going to put some of that on, and I'm going to put on some mustard and kind of mix the two so I get like a sweet and tangy type of thing. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I've never done this before. I'm generally fairly lazy when it comes to tofu, so. We're going to put a dollop, it's real technical, on top. Use your fingers to spread it. Your hands are your best tool in the kitchen. I think you could do with a little more. Yeah, 2 dollops. And then, probably be better if you mix this together in a little dish first. Like I said, mix it together first. So it'll actually all like stay together on the tofu. Because otherwise you're going to make a big ass mess like I'm going to make right now. I'm mildly afraid of sticking. So I am going to use a little spray. Because I'm not using my green pan for this. I'm just using a regular pan. So this one sticks a little bit more than the green pan does. I'm going to put it in the pan and then season the other side so I don't waste any of the glazed thing that I just put on there. Ooh, not quite hot enough. That's alright. So 1 dollop, 2 dollops of mustard. Spread that all around. I'm actually going to turn the heat down a little bit because I don't want this to burn because it's got the balsamic in it, which could make it burn a little bit. A couple glugs of balsamic on there. Let's try to rub that in. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like in the pan so you're not just staring at nothing. That's what she looks like. I'm gonna cover this and I'm gonna let it go for a couple of minutes per side. I just basically want it heated through and a little bit crusty. And then we will assemble the sandwich.
Alright, it's done. I took it off the heat. It's a little well done. That's okay though, it just adds flavor, right? Okay. So I just got a hamburger bun, and I don't think I want to put any just mayo on it. If I had hummus, I'd actually put hummus on it. But since I don't really have anything that I want to put on it, I'm just going to put a good layer of the onions and bell pepper mixture on the top and the bottom to make kind of like the spread or whatever. Here's my tofu. It's going to be messy. Messy is good though. I'm going to add a little more onion on top. A little bit of bell pepper too. I don't think any of my sandwiches are very neat, especially the ones that I do like this. So yeah, a little bit of extra mustard would probably be good too. Alright, let's get this bad boy in the pan. Squish it first. Make sure everything's gonna stick together. And I'll figure out how to press it down. Okay, what am I going to use for a press this time? Need something heavy. This stuff will work. It's nasty. My husband loves it though. Seasoned mixed greens. It's all squishy. I don't like squishy greens. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, let me turn up the heat just a little bit. Who needs a panini press? Just make do with what you got, right? I think it's getting near flipping time, so wish me luck on that. I'm sure you don't want to see the can. How does she look? Good. Alright. When they're all squished like this, they flip a lot easier. Okay, that was a super easy flip. Nothing to see here, folks, just an easy flip. Let's press that sucker back down. Matter of minutes, I will be eating my lunch, and I'm hungry. Okay, I'm hoping I didn't burn it. Look. Nope, perfect. There it is in all its glory, nice and smushy. Alright, I just need that to stay long enough to do the taste test. Before I take my first bite, I'm going to remember to take my probiotic because you're supposed to take it before each meal. I think basically like before any like major meal, so there it is. Take a bite. Nummy nummy. Smells delicious. It's going to be hot, but I'm hungry. Smells so good. Okay. Might have to do 2 bites because like it doesn't quite go to the end. Yeah. The bite without the tofu is good. I think I can get at the tofu now. It's good. It'd actually probably be 10 times better if I let the tofu marinade. So the marinade could actually like go through. So I don't really taste the marinade on it. I just taste the tofu and the veggies, which is fine. So maybe if you're short on time and you make this, saute your vegetables in the mustard and balsamic vinegar so those have that flavor, and then maybe just a little salt and pepper on your tofu or whatever before you grill it up. Yeah, it's a good lunch. I'm going to go have my lunch. I want to thank you guys for following me through my morning. I'm going to go ahead and cut this here. The rest of the day is not going to be super exciting, so I don't want to just drag this on because I think I talk too much in these anyways, but I know that's what a vlog is all about. So, thank you for coming along with me for my day, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye! Okay.